windy spring afternoon, Jon Curtis was sound asleep. After licking his mother's baking spoon, he was dreaming like he always does, thinking about what it'd be like to be a cowboy and stuff. He already tried out a job hauling cattle, but Johnny just couldn't make the cut. John still wouldn't give up that battle, but Johnny knew it'd be kinda tough. But then John said, "I'll show 'em all." Johnny went out to get himself a stock trailer. He couldn't afford it at all, but he didn't care. It was payment that he wasn't gonna make. Drove on down to the auction barn, had a dream he was gonna start a farm. Them calves came through that ring and the bell went dang. They didn't know where they were about to go. Johnny bought 'em up and he loaded up the truck, and he headed back home with all those calves. He only made it about halfway and he had to pull over for a nap, even though the trip only about 4 hours away. Johnny didn't give a crap. Them calves are getting pretty hungry, but Johnny didn't care. His old man even told him that don't hurt them calves being on that trailer for that long. And he was the best herdsman in the East when John finally got them calves home. He didn't have nowhere to put them, so John just said, well, hell, and he just left them in the trailer through the wind and rain and cold spring days. He didn't care them calves can handle it. He couldn't afford very much milk replacer, so he cut back on their rations. Them calves were starving, but John didn't care. He says cattle is his passion. Sometimes he'd fall asleep and forget to feed them. Left them out in the cold, nothing there to heat them. Within a week, all them calves froze and starved to death. But Johnny didn't know why. After all, his hopes were kinda high. The brain power between Johnny and his dad amounted to a bag of bread. After all their talking and whining, all those calves were dead. Johnny tried to lie and tell everyone that he sold them, but we saw through his fib and knew that he had to fold him. Johnny killed all those calves, just like we all told him. So much for Cowboy John, I guess he just wasn't much of a cowboy. After all, he couldn't stay awake and couldn't even get up for the calves' sake. He failed at baling hay, and it even turned out that Johnny was gay. But that's how the story goes. Johnny could suck golf ball through a garden hose.
14 years of driving truck, I always wanted to do that. So I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you guys had like this video. Make sure you guys click subscribe and comment on the bottom and like there, and I'll post some pictures later on Facebook. Follow me on my Facebook page there, and we'll get it all going, you know. So have a good one. Enjoy the video.